Cerebral Online.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Talent, the Eccentric Collector, and today we are carrying on with Legion Season 1. We are on episode number 7. Oh, we got one more after this. This show's really, flown by for me. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Once again, thank you, Jay. Appreciate the recommendation, and I hope it stays this good, because I think we're going to go for all 3 seasons. Alright, guys. That being said, let's just jump right in. More mental hospital. Down the long corridor. That red light. Every time you see a red light in this, gotta think Shadow King. That Amber Mid-Thunder. And, yep. Mr. Producer. Spectre. Looks like zombies. We need some clarification on who this guy is, what his powers are. I mean, we kind of got a little that, he worked with Oliver and Melanie back in the day, but we don't really know what his powers are. Mm-hmm. Trippy.
What did he do with? Hey, sexy.
Oh, man.
Tell me about the day David came to live with you. A man brought him, yeah?
I was 4.
But you remember.
It was late.
Gonna see old bald Chuck?
I was in my room and
I doubt it.
voices. I snuck out onto the landing. For a long time, I thought it was a dream.
Yeah, that was him. What did he do with it?
What did he do with what? Oh. The chair. It had to be.
Why are you doing this? He was just a baby.
He's not a baby now. Uh-oh. Looks like one of the animals is on
That chair is unmistakable with the X on it. Come on now. Back to the ice cube.
Fascinating. You've manifested your cryogenic state into a literal ice cube.
Groovy.
When I woke up this morning, I thought to myself, it's going to be daylight saving soon. Then I realized, I don't know what that means.
It's a terrible thing. We need to be done with it. What would you guys prefer? Like, if they had to stay on one time, like,
we were literally saving daylight.
would you rather it be, rather it get dark earlier or stay light later?
Wait till Melanie sees.
Melanie,
Your wife.
my wife, is she? For some reason, I want to say Chinese.
No, she's not Chinese.
Got it. Japanese?
No, not Asian in any way. No.
He really is forgetting.
Good to know. I've been in here a long time, you see. At least I think I have. Hours. Or what's longer than hours?
Man,
Years.
he's completely lost
My
it.
memory's a bit, oh, what's the word? Dishes?
No.
Anyhow, I suppose we'd better rescue them then. Your friends. I've been watching, you see, this David person and his monster. He can't find us in here in case you're worrying.
The parasite.
Yes, that's what I said. Parasite. Mental, obviously.
Yes, a separate consciousness from David.
Has attached itself to him and has been...
Using his power to feed its own.
You're not... Are you going to do that the whole time?
He's
Finishing my sentences.
No, sorry, old habit.
You're not in any way a tenor, perchance, eh?
Oh, he's obsessed. He wants that quartet.
We're starting a barbershop quartet, David and myself. Roll out the barrel, that kind of thing. Nothing serious, just fun. Oh, which reminds me, you know what it is, don't you?
I'm sorry, having a little trouble keeping up. What?
The ice looks better than it did in
You know
the
what it is?
other episode with David.
Farouk.
He said, I'm all Farouk.
Trapped here, he and David. He's very very clever owl monster, but he puts all his energy into tricking David. Didn't think to watch his sex. And by sex, I mean... What do I mean?
Wait, you're saying...
What do I mean?
I should have known.
I love
the dog!
Oh, there's a dog?
In David's memories, he's disguised himself as a really very cute little beagle, but the name King Aishat Amal Farouk, the Shadow King.
Finally, we get it.
We have to rescue him.
Didn't I just say that? I'm sure I said that. Rescue them after the whole Chinese wife debate. Then the next question is how?
He's got an Asian
How do
fetish.
we rescue them? We are just minds after all. And their bodies are in quite a jumble, facing certain death and all that.
Okay, so are they frozen wherever they're at?
He's too powerful for me. Farouk, he's too virile, psychically. David could break you out of the dream, possibly all of you. But he's compromised currently. Farouk has locked him away in a tiny corner of his mind. He'll be gone entirely soon. And then the Shadow King will become David.
It was his plan all along. Of course it was.
You want me to put a little bit more vodka in there?
So what's the plan, Oliver?
I made a halo randomly firing electromagnetic signals in a 360-degree radius, which should, if we could put it on David's head, a real David, it should block the Shadow King, isolate it, and end the hospital fantasy.
Unfreezing time and executing your friends in a hail of bullets, unfortunately.
Unless we can physically change the dynamic of the room, block the bullets, move the bodies, we're going to need everybody.
Okay, who's everybody?
May I introduce you to my friend, Jules Verne?
It's how he ends up in the suit. Does everybody who wears that suit have to move so slow? Pretend like you're underwater when you wear the suit. That looks like one of those bank things, you know, where you send the check or your ID and up through the thingy. It's exactly what it looks like.
It's all right. He can't hear us in here, the monster. He's very powerful, but Oliver has a few tricks left up his sleeve.
First of all,
See, it's easier if I just talk. The
Still
hospital
look
wasn't-
terrible.
no shit.
Well, to be accurate, there is a real hospital, but we weren't there.
It was a mental projection created by the monster.
She's been aware the whole time.
Well, so
Our bodies are in David's childhood bedroom, probably frozen in time. And if I remember right, someone just fired a machine gun. So I'm thinking when time starts again, we'll all be killed.
Yes, wow.
So what we have to do is distract the monster, who looks like Lenny but isn't, so we can save our bodies without her knowing, and then find a way to end the hospital fantasy and save David.
Right. And there's a device. I built that.
Great. So I'll go to the hospital and save the others and deal with Lenny, and you fix it, so I'm not murdered when I wake up. Are we good?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Great,
gonna-
let's go.
Okay. Wait. You'll need these.
Get on the same page. You're in a huge rush.
Oliver made them to help us. They'll show you what's real and what isn't. These are for the others. Try not to draw attention to yourself, because Farouk is.
I'm getting They Live vibes.
Story. Just maintain the illusion. Be ready. I'll send a signal when I'm in place.
Back at the hospital. Put the glasses on, lady. It's like a straight up zombie outbreak. Yeah, nothing there.
This ought to be interesting. I'm coming for you, baby. David!
Come in.
No.
So Melanie's seeing all this. She's seeing herself too. Again, you can't move the bullet, but it'd be easier to move them, like I said.
Oliver.
Sure.
Set them along the perimeter.
On the chest of a barmaid in sale were tattooed the prices of ale, and on her behind, for the sake of the blind, was the same information in braille. Oliver Bird, dedicated follower of fashion.
I wonder how long it's going to take for him to remember.
Have I seen you before at the poetry slam?
The poetry.
Isn't familiar though. What did you say your name was again? No, don't tell me. I'll remember. Whew. What a pickle. Where did you say that device was? The halo?
Here in my hand.
Uh-oh. Don't look up. Or down? What is that? These dark scenes are really hard to see. I suppose that makes it creepier. It's like, what's behind there? They got him. That's why why Phil Spector had the gun and looks like him. He got him, but did he kill him? No. That guy was awesome. Well, maybe he's still alive, just not functioning.
Melanie?
Put the glasses on her. I wonder if he's seeing all that craziness because he doesn't have the glasses. Is he under the Shadow King's control mentally, or is he just like, is he sucked in the delusion?
Okay, you're coughing. It's no big deal. It's a mental coughing. Your body isn't. It's your mind that's trapped. Which is. That's not better. Oh, freaking out. Oh, stop. No, you're not. Oh, don't tell me you're trapped in here with another thing, a monster, or whatever it is. No, he's up there. The monster. He tricked us into giving up control. Tricked you. If you're not the monster... I'm you, your rational mind. You're having a breakdown, a stress response. Your power is kicking in to save you. It created me. You did.
Okay.
You're British? Like I said, I created you.
British.
Yes. To help you find a way out of here before this thing takes control of our body forever. Okay, well...
It's so weird.
Look around, pal. We're in a locked coffin underground. Right. There is no way out. Tell me, how can we be underground when we're not even inside our body? So if there's no body, ground, and there's no coffin.
There is no spoon.
That makes sense. Good. Now, I want you to imagine a classroom. A what? Classroom. With the black. We're going to figure this thing out, you and me.
It's like Xavier in the 97 episode. Class is in session.
Good. Nice blackboards. Now,
It's a nice place.
forget all the tricks, the memory work, the MRI. Forget all the lies. It's your mind. You know everything the monster knows. So, go back to the beginning. What have we learned?
I'm adopted.
Good. Write it on the board.
Really?
Yeah. You imagine chalk, right? Well, go on. Why didn't they? My parents were... I don't know what to call them now, but why didn't they tell me? Or Amy? Why didn't she? Hey, focus. This is about facts. Fact 1, you're adopted. What's fact 2? What did Lenny say about your father, your real father?
She said she knew him.
Yes. And before we go further, let me ask you this. Do you think that thing up there is Lenny?
No.
So what is it?
If he's British in real life, he does a great American accent. If he's American, he does a great British accent.
Yes.
I will give him that.
It's not an insect, right? Not a fly or a tapeworm. It's, yes, of course.
Sorry, this parasite thing gets...
Like me.
Yes.
And has been with you a long time. Maybe since
intriguing.
Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had a dad. And a mom, I guess. And if Lenny knew him, then he was probably a mutant like me. Psychic, I'm guessing. And this thing, the monster, was his
This is
enemy.
cool.
And they must have fought. Did they fight with their fists? No.
No, they fought with their
They
minds.
fought here, in the astral plane, with their minds. And my father, God, this is so weird. I don't even know how to picture him. Screw it. Okay, my father, he must have won, and the monster, or whatever, somehow his mind or his soul or his being, whatever, it didn't die, but its mind floated off. And Dad goes home. Sweetheart, it's over. I won. Give me some sugar. Is that supposed to be a British accent? And it's me. I'm born. And they somehow decided to give me away, right? I mean, did they know? Or maybe it wasn't about the monster. Maybe they just didn't want me. Boo-hoo. Come on, focus. Right.
This is definitely not the exact way things happen in the comics, but whatever is these days, so
Let's say
I'm digging it. It's close enough.
Dad was worried it wasn't safe for me, so instead, to keep me safe, I went to live with my other mom and dad, my adopted, in secret. Somehow, the monster was watching and found me like a haunted house. Possessed me. Why?
That animation, the chalk stuff's a lot of fun. I'm digging that.
What it said? Good. Keep going.
Very unique.
It possessed me. And that made me sick. My powers didn't help hearing voices and seeing, but this thing made it worse. And it poisoned me my whole life. It made me crazy. And it fed on me. To what end? Power. It was weak, but I made it stronger. My powers. And it kept feeding. What did Lenny say? The only being that matters in the universe is God. So it fed on me. So that one day, maybe, it could get its revenge. Or worse. Then Sid came. She woke me up. The monster realized it couldn't hide anymore. And here we are. I mean, not here, in this classroom, but where are we again?
In this situation.
Mind is in the
In your
astral plane. Our
mind.
body is in our room from when we were kids with our friends. And they're in trouble. Melanie was wrong. I was sick, but I'm not sick anymore. So what are you going to do about it? I'm going to get my body back.
Yes. That was fun. You know, the Shadow King is how I'd imagine the devil. Even though he's not the devil in the Marvel Universe, that's Mephisto. But it's close enough. It's just this parasite that feeds on negativity and fear. And it doesn't like to show itself. Yeah. Very, very nasty being. You can see the Shadow King in the original animated series. The 90s X-Men. Not 97, but the original. And of course, you can read about him in the comics.
Where was I? Yes, here we go.
Him and his grooving out. What is this we are seeing? What? That looks like letters. Oh, this is getting cool. He's not gonna like that, David. That's so cool, like a silent movie. Get the glasses back on. I want to do that. Make letters and numbers flying around. Yeah, Amber Mid Thunder thinks she can fight. Oh, wait. Oh, this guy. Come on, David. There is no door. There is no room. Ah, I saw that. Her hair looks insane. Aubrey Plaza's so great. Ugh. Oh my god. Creepy. Turned him back. What are you doing, Shadow King? You got the guy in the wheelchair over there. This is friggin' awesome. Come on, David. Break it all apart. Yes. And this guy waking up. Come on, come on. The building of tension. Nice. Except you're not going to be able to hold that much longer. Move! He'll be fine.
David.
Mm-hmm. He is the one. Oh my god. Is that going to be the end of that guy? Like, Shadow King literally squished him, folded him up. So many questions. It's always so many questions. I need answers. And homeboy Fliggity Flam survived, so yay! But now that Phil Spector's dead, are we ever gonna get to know what his powers were? Or am I gonna have to Google something and then just hear people's theories? And now David wearing that thing on his head reminds me of Luke Cage.
It's gone. No. No! It's not gone.
No, don't take it off.
We've isolated it in your mind, the monster with the device.
So leave it on.
Yes, please. You okay?
You could build a hat around it or a helmet or something.
Tell him, Melanie.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Man, a lot of time's passed because that MRI machine outside had stuff growing on it. So it makes me wonder, like, it's got to be months that this whole show's been taking place.
Deliver my sermon to my soul, and Jack's soul too, and anyone who'll listen. Jackman, Martin, Jack. To look at the sunset over the Box House Hills.
So he's out now?
Is that right? Oh, yes. Where was I? You were never no locomotive, Sunflower. You were a sunflower.
I know you're not a fan of mealtime. Did you want to...
I'm good.
All right. Did you want something? There's soup.
You left me. I needed you, and you left me.
What? It's got to be weird hearing your voice.
I'm so sorry.
No, not here.
I should have told you about the man and being adopted.
The man?
But you were so... I mean, now I know you weren't sick and you had this thing inside of you and the powers, David, you have powers.
I know. I'm a mutant.
I know.
Just get some rest. We'll figure this out.
Don't let it move around too much. I don't know how stable the connection is.
Everything okay?
Obviously not completely, because
It's too happy.
Snicker snack.
Need to get you across to my lab.
Did I ever tell you the story of the lady and the crane?
Many times. Tell me again.
Oh no. With the martini. Someone higher up on the food chain? Oh, or is it the guy from early on? Yep.
That headband.
He lived.
I know. Me, not so good. Third degree. Thank you very much. Really painful. We have so much to talk about. You can kill the others.
Man, it has been a long time. This is where we end, of course. Yeah, he's trapped in there, but I have a feeling he's going to get out and wreak havoc, and not just for David, but for the guys messing with him. Uh-oh. Okay. So that was episode 7. Great episode. They're getting better as they go. And it's sad because we have one more to go. And I'm hoping that season 2 will just keep up in the ante. It's very creative. All that chalkboard stuff, the silent movie stuff in the hospital when they were showing the words. Like, it's awesome to get to see when people are let loose in their creativity and like what kind of fun, creative, weird stuff can they come up with, and how fitting for a character like this that you go that route, because when you're dealing with things of the mind, it really could be anything. I'm excited for the last one. Hopefully the season finale will have some sort of wrap up. Obviously most shows, what they do is they like to end it on a cliffhanger. I don't mind a cliffhanger if it has like, if things are wrapped up semi neatly and they're like, oh, look what we're alluding to. But when it just ends and like no questions have been answered, that makes me mad. This show, they've been answering questions. So yes, we know it's the Shadow King at this point. They even said his name, Amal Farouk. Although I will say the Shadow King is not Amal Farouk. Amal Farouk unfortunately fell victim to the Shadow King the way that he's trying to do to David. You might not even say fell victim because he made a deal, but whatever, he was fooled. Other questions that still remain, even though, I mean, looking at David's memories, like who is his dad? We saw the X in the wheelchair, so they're heavily alluding towards it, but are they going to say his name? Until they do, it could just be a mind thing. We got Phil Spector, Mr. Eyeball. Don't know. Is he dead? I mean, it looked like he died. So I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb here and say that man is dead. But we don't know what his real power was. Like, what was him switching bodies? Like, what was that? Was he just a metamorph or what? I mean, you know, in that one scene where he played Dr. Poole and then all the bullets started firing, he was walking around like it didn't matter to him. So he's got to have like several different powers. And I really want to know what that power set was. You know, I normally say we wouldn't confirm that he's dead because we didn't have a body. But we kind of did. We didn't see it afterwards other than him just like collapse. But I mean, did we or didn't we? I don't know. So I'd like some answers on that. But other than that, everything else, man, I've been getting some pretty decent answers. And I'm happy to say I am looking forward to season 2. But we got one more episode. So I will see you next week for the next episode. I'm Talent, the Eccentric Collector, reminding you, keep collecting. And as always, Excelsior!